Hey, what's going on, guys? J Will here again. A veteran review, getting ready to give you guys a new type of review on. I thought I'd throw you guys a curveball here, stepping into a new genre of figures. Going to be taking a look at the Masterverse, Masters of the Universe Revelations Skeletor. Sorry about that. I just had to. I really had to. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, guys, so it's a pretty cool looking figure. Right out of the packaging, I'm pretty impressed with the overall sculpt and mold. It's simple, yet very real, very close to the show that was on Netflix a while ago. I think it's still up. You can probably still watch it. But yeah, it's a pretty good show. I really liked it and everything, and I'm very impressed already with the soft goods that we're getting with this figure. So go ahead and start off. I'm gonna take him off the stand here. Get out the way. Slide him back. We're gonna take a close look at this packaging here, and then we're gonna do some comparisons real quick, and then we're gonna take a close look at the figure. So we have our first Masters of the Universe Revelations packaging here. Nice bold window boxing there. Got a little bit of a background right there. You might be able to display it with like a stone wall kind of background in the back. A little bit of artwork right there. There's some artwork on the side of the character. Got his name right there on the other side. Then you got some more artwork and the rest of the figures from this wave. I believe I have all of them. And yeah, no read-up or anything from what I can see. No story or anything. I guess they're just taking all the read-ups away from all the figures across every brand and everything. But yeah, so yeah, pretty cool looking packaging. Not bad. Got the Netflix symbol stamp right there on the top corner. So yeah, pretty cool looking box. It's different. Putting that back to the side, let's bring this guy a little bit closer. Man, he's a very cool looking figure. Lots of nice coloring there. And of course, like I said, I'm in love with the soft goods he's got going on right here. Like more figures from different brands should definitely be doing more like soft good capes and jackets and whatnot. As you can imagine. The new Beast figure from the Marvel Legends line that's coming out, I believe that one has a soft goods trench coat or the smock thing that the doctors and scientists wear. So that's pretty impressive. I hope Marvel decides to go ahead and stay with that route and give us more cloth or fabric material with their figures. But this cape right here is pretty cool. It's got a nice purple hue to it and everything. It's got like a kind of a soft kind of microfiber kind of texture, like a microfiber glass towel or whatever on this side, and kind of like a rough kind of just a flat texture on the back side or on the inner side of the cape right there. So do a quick few comparisons. We're going to put them next to some 6-inch figures and a 7-inch scale figure. Bring in the Renew Your Vows Marvel Legends Spider-Man right there. So you can see what it looks like with a 6-inch figure. So not too far off scale. I mean, you could kind of argue that Skeletor was a bigger, more muscular guy. So he's like, you're like 6'5", 6'7", somewhere in there, like a bigger, more intimidating looking guy. So that kind of works if you want to kind of cross display your Masters of the Universe collection with your Marvel Legends. Then also you have here the Endless Winter Green Lantern right there. So yeah, he does kind of work with both lines. He's kind of like how can I say this? He's kind of skirting the line between both, I guess you could say, brands, because of course McFarlane is 7-inch, Marvel Legends being 6-inch. He's kind of like, I want to say, maybe 6.5. So you could kind of say he's just a little bit shorter than a McFarlane figure, but he can still kind of work and kind of fit into their world, and he can also fit into Marvel Legends world. So that's like a nice little bonus that you can kind of get out of these guys. Bring these guys back out. Show them next to a bigger figure. We're going to put him next to the Marvel Legends Hulk as well. So obviously, because of the Hulk's size and everything, he's just big for like no apparent reason. He can just pretty much just fit with anyone. You can kind of just imagine him to be whatever height you want to be with whatever characters you want to pose him next to. So it looks like it works for the most part and everything. So yeah, you can definitely have your Masters of the Universe figures posed next to like your bigger characters like the Hulk or the Abomination or Doomsday or whatnot, or whatever characters from whatever universe you want to pose them next to. So that works. And as far as accessories, he comes with 2 sets of grippy hands. This one's kind of more of like a trigger hand, so it's kind of different. He comes with this staff right here. He comes with 2 staffs. His classic, you know, iconic show staff. Take these out of his hands. So those are 2 grippy hands. And he also comes with an open hand, kind of like a come hither kind of hand, I guess you could call it. And 1 down to business hand, as I call it. So those are all the accessories that he comes with. And now let's get down to brass taxes and see what the guy can do. I do want to point out first off that this joint, well, both joints, the second part of the bicep right here is very tight on this guy. And I do like pretty strong ratchet joints. However, I didn't expect to need that much finger strength to be able to move this arm around. But yeah, it's there. You definitely have to kind of work on it a little bit to get that last joint to bend. Guess I gotta work on my fingering strength. Anyway, so as far as articulation goes, his head looks up. Not too much, just a little bit above dead on. Looks down that much. Side to side motion, of course. There's a little bit of head tilt right there. You kind of can get a little bit more, I guess, if you pull this like shoulder piece down a little bit. So you get like a little bit of head tilt right there, yeah. Shoulders move out that far. Big bulbous shoulders. Guy does not miss shoulder day. Arms go all the way around. No butterfly joints or anything like that. From what I can tell. Yeah, no butterfly joints. But it's a slight wiggle due to the way the joint is set up. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. I mentioned before, you have to kind of work on bending this one first, and then you can bend the first one. So yeah, arms bend in that far. Straighten that arm back out. Wrist swivel with up and down motion. So you get, I have to push it back in there, but yeah, you get like a little bit of range right there. Kind of hinders on the cuff part of the wrist right there. But I think you get enough for this guy. And the same articulation across all 4 hands. So you guys see that. As a upper torso articulation right there, so you get like the around the world kind of articulation right there. Get a waist cut. Legs kick out to the sides that far, so not quite a full split, but pretty decent. Kicks forward pretty far. Nice little range right there. Kind of wides out, kind of bends out to the side a little bit the further you push your leg up. Kicks backward that far. You guys can see. He has the upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees that bend in pretty far. So, pretty satisfied with that amount of bend. He has a boot cut. I don't know if it's really a boot cut, more like a shoulder, or being a shin guard cut, I guess you could call it. But basically where the boot cut would be. Then of course, up and down motion on the feet as well as ankle pivot. So yeah, good little range of motion on this guy. I'm pretty impressed with what he is. And I think I got most of these He-Man or Master of the Universe Revelations figures off Amazon for pretty cheap. I think I just saw this guy today when I looked him back up. I was looking for more Panther figures. I think I saw this guy for like 16 bucks. So yeah, for that price, I'd say he's about worth it. If you're a He-Man type of person. Before I forget, this has a lot of soft rubber pieces and bits around him as well. Chest piece, soft rubber. Shoulder piece, soft rubber. It's connected, or I believe, oops. Head just flying. So it's not actually connected to the cape, but it just sits above the cape. So that's always cool. So you can remove the cape if you want to, and just kind of like put the shoulder piece back on, and just display them like that. Very simple look. You basic. But yeah. So, lots of nice little poses you can get this guy into. Lots of ways to display him. For the price point of about 16 bucks, yeah, definitely I feel like it's worth getting. If you're a He-Man guy, or if you even just like that one particular show, the Revelation show on Netflix, I thought was pretty good. Go ahead and pick this guy up. Start your collection. Start your Masters of the Universe collection. But yeah, If you guys like the video, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share your thoughts. I'll be back with more He-Man and Marvel Legends and DC McFarlane figure reviews in the near future. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Later.